Hello everyone, Adrienne here. So you can probably tell by my attire that I'm going to be doing another absinthe video today. However, today I have an extremely special surprise for you. I am so excited. I was literally running around the house screaming when I first heard basically what I'm going to be showing you today. So I'll give you a little bit of background. I was contacted by the owner of an absinthe distillery in Germany, specifically the Lion Distillery. They are responsible for brands such as Absinthe and many others. So he saw my review of Absinthe on my channel, and he did recommend that next time I drink it that I don't use sugar with it. So I'm definitely going to take that advice. And he offered to send me several samples of other absinthes that he has available in his distillery. So along with offering to send me samples of absinthe from his distillery, he asked if I'd be interested in trying an OG pre-ban absinthe from his collection. So, as an absinthe lover, naturally I had to say yes, right? So I was positively thrilled that he was offering me literally vintage absinthe from the pre-ban era. I am so excited to try it. Let's be real, I'm excited to try his other stuff too, and I will be doing reviews of those absinthes as well. And, oh man, I'm so excited to literally taste a piece of the 19th century. I'm going to go into a little bit of background regarding the absinthe that I'm going to be drinking today. So the brand of absinthe that he was so kind enough to send me is called Pernod, and this brand can be traced back as far as the 1790s. So basically, Henri Louis Pernod took the means of a business deal from the original maker of the Switzerland version of absinthe, and he built a large distillery in Pontarlier, France in 1805. So when you think about how far back Pernod is when it comes to absinthe production, they know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. And the kind gentleman that sent me the absinthe today said that it is dated around 1900. So thinking about it, it's absolutely insane when you think about the fact that I'm going to be drinking an absinthe from 119 years ago. Oh man. I can't tell you how excited I am. Oh my god. I can't even squeal properly. That's how excited I am. So I've already broken the seal of this box, but I have not dipped into it. So I'm going to very carefully open it. It was stuck in customs for like a week before it finally made its way to Washington State, so understandably I was pretty pissed off about how long I had to wait for this thing, but what can you do? It's fucking customs. Oh, that's adorable. Oh man, that's awesome. I unfortunately don't know German, so I can't read any of this, but yeah. So it has a description of all the products that they have here, and, well, not all of them, but several. But yeah, when he said that he was sending me this pre-ban absinthe from his personal, like, vintage collection, I was just thrilled beyond belief, as you guys can probably imagine. Lion Spirits. So he sent me a sample size of Double Vert, and this is a Swiss-style absinthe, but look how gorgeously green that is. My lord, that's beautiful. Huh, I'm in heaven right now, as you guys can imagine. So I'll put that among my other samples that I need to try. And this is Absinthe Double Blanche, and this is 68% alcohol. Let me see what this is. 68% as well. But yeah. Ooh. Oh my god, I'm so excited! So finally, we have the sample size of Pernod absinthe from 1900. And as you can see, it's kind of turned a golden color. Not quite piss color, but definitely golden. And I'm sure that this definitely comes with what tends to happen with absinthe when it ages, and it oxidizes like everything else, just like wine, just like other spirits. It will oxidize. Unfortunately, I do not know what the alcohol content of this is. Not sure what it could be. But can you guys tell how giddy I am? Holy shit. Ah! Alright, before I reposition the camera so that you can see the process of the louche for Pernod 1900. Ah! I'm so excited. I wanted to give a shout out to Julia of Ready to Glare. So I've mentioned her before. So she sent me a postcard from Italy and she sent me a second one as well. So I just wanted to give a shout out because I've been forgetting to show this in a video, but she was in Venice, and this is from Venice, and she left a very kind note. She is such a sweetheart. And one thing I do want to mention that I think is fucking hilarious. There are certain times when Julia and I will discuss absinthe, and I've seen her okay, in videos I have seen her, like specifically in her vlog videos when she's traveling or partying or something. I will watch her literally take straight shots of absinthe and I'm just like, you heathen! And so I tell her about how annoying it is when I see people taking straight shots of absinthe, and I'm just like, you know, people take straight shots of absinthe like a heathen and then they wonder why it tastes bad. And then she's just like,
oh my god, you totally called me a heathen!
And I'm just like, oh my god, it's so funny. So yes, Julia, you are indeed a heathen for drinking absinthe in straight shots. I'm gonna show you how it's done, baby. Well, you kind of already know how it's done because you've seen my videos before, but yeah. Oh my god, let's do this! Ah! I'm excited! Okay, enough squealing, enough laughing. I'm going to do this now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reposition the camera so that it will be facing my absinthe glass, and I will show you the process of the louche when it comes to Pernod 1900. Oh my god, guys, I am speechless. You have no idea. I'm so fucking excited. Alright guys, here we are. I am going to finally try Pernod Absinthe from 1900. I am so excited. Now, one thing I kind of did notice when I was holding this up to the light is that it does have a very slight remnant of its original green color. So I'm very happy to see that. I'm so happy to see that. Okay, I'm going for it, man. Oh man, guys. Guys. Oh my god, this smells amazing. It smells so much like anise, but it smells like a fresh, like, bottle. It smells like a fresh bottle that I just opened. You would never guess by smelling this that it was 100 years old. Oh my god. Guys, I cannot tell you how excited I am for this. And the kind gentleman did tell me not to pour it to its full amount. Well, maybe I can. Okay, I think I have about a proper serving left in there for one more taste. So I don't know if you could see from the pouring of this, but I could definitely see a very small whisper of green left over from 119 years ago. Oh my god, oh my god, guys, I'm so excited. Alright guys, we're gonna do it. The gentleman who owns Lion Distillery also advised me not to overdo it with the water. Oh god, it's actually turning green. That proves that there's still green in there. Oh my god! Oh my god, guys, I am freaking out. Oh god. Oh my god, look at that. Oh my god. Oh my god, that is beautiful. I'm speechless. And it smells incredible. Oh my god. Okay. Alright guys, this is it. I'm going to taste it. Alright guys, moment of truth. Oh my god, it smells so fresh. I would never guess by smelling this that it was 100 years old. I would never guess that. Look at the color. Oh my god. It's so green still. Oh my god. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay guys, here we go. I'm going to taste it. Oh god. I'm going to taste the end of the 19th century. I'm so excited. Oh god. Oh my god. Guys. Oh my god. Even without sugar, that is delicious. Oh my god. Already I can feel it hitting my collarbones, so I'm guessing it's a pretty high alcohol content. Oh my god, guys, seriously though, this is delicious even without sugar. Oh my god. It definitely tingles a lot more on the tongue. It definitely tingles a lot more on the tongue. Now, the aftertaste is very cool, like minty almost. I imagine there's spearmint somewhere in the recipe. I can definitely taste the hyssop. I wouldn't necessarily say it's the sweetest thing I've ever had as far as drinks are concerned, but like I said, it doesn't even need any sugar. That's incredible. Drinking this and all of the absinthes that I have had in my experience, I would never guess that this was 100 years old. It's definitely a little more bitter than other modern absinthes that I've had. A little more bitter, definitely a lot more forward on the anise flavor. But again, it could just be feeling more bitter just because I didn't put sugar in it. That's my guess. That's definitely my guess. Oh my god. Guys, oh my god, I feel so honored to have received a sample of this. Oh my god. I can feel myself in an absinthe cafe drinking this. Ooh, it has a nice burn at the end. I'm so excited. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm finally tasting the 19th century here. Like, typically I would put 1 lump of sugar on an absinthe spoon and dilute it in here, but the way that this is and tasting the formula just how it is right now, I don't want the sugar to throw it off. And I actually do have enough for another serving of it in a Pontalier glass, so I might try it again with sugar. When I told Kenny I was receiving an OG pre-ban absinthe, he's just like,
you know what, I'd be interested to try it.
And I'm not sure I want to let him try this actually, because I don't think he's gonna dig it. I also want it all to myself. He's not a very big fan of absinthe, unfortunately. Yeah, too bad for him. More for me. Oh, that really oh my god, that really is lovely. It has such a lovely perfume. Okay, so for this last one, I'm gonna do the Vincent Price thing, okay? Oh god, that's delightful. That is worthy of a daydream. So, Any absinthe makers out there that are not quite so forward on the anise, step up your game! If this is how absinthe was made in the 19th century, I really hope that modern absinthe makers will pay a little more attention to, you know, old-time formulas. And of course they do study the pre-ban formulas of absinthe from that era, but when they back off on the anise flavor, it definitely makes a difference in how it tastes. And being that I finally have had a glass of absinthe that was there before the ban was implemented, I can genuinely say that I've had the real thing. And the finish of it doesn't feel like a grain neutral spirit. It feels like maybe a wine, like a white wine neutral spirit, grape neutral spirit, or like brandy? Because the only other absinthe that I have had that has a base of brandy in it was St. George. And that's an American absinthe made in California. But it has a similar finish to that. So I would definitely say it's comparable to St. George, but obviously the flavor is definitely different. My life will never be the same. My life will never be the same. I'm feeling a little bit more of the alcohol feeling, like right here in my collarbones. I don't know what it is. Whenever I have like a shot or if I have a glass of absinthe, I definitely feel it here in my collarbones. I don't so much when I have wine, but definitely when I have absinthe. And definitely when I have other shots, like, you know, tequila, because, you know, I'm a Latina. So overall, having experienced the taste of absinthe from the 19th century, from the early 20th century even, I'm just gonna say 19th century because even though it was made 1900, I can imagine that the recipe is about the same as it was in the rest of the Victorian era. I am just so shook and taken aback by it. That was incredible. Again, in tasting it, I don't know why, but I would never guess it was 100 years old. Like, if you put this next to a modern absinthe, I wouldn't necessarily say, oh yeah, that one's from 1900 and oh yeah, that one's modern. I would not be able to tell. The only way I'd probably be able to tell is that the pre-ban version has more anise. So I kind of have a gauge now on tasting absinthe, especially in comparison to how it tasted in the 19th century and how it tastes now. So, oh god, my life has changed. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for putting up with my nonsense. I'm sorry that I was just like in awe of having a pre-ban absinthe, but how many chances does a casual absinthe drinker have of having something from the 19th century? Very slim. Very, very slim. But I'm so thankful that Mr. Lyon of the Lyon Distillery did send me a sample of a pre-ban absinthe. Now, one thing I want to say about how people have gotten their hands on absinthe like this from the pre-ban era. So a lot of times there will be estate sales, especially in Europe, where you will have houses from the Victorian era or even the Edwardian era who have stored these bottles of absinthe deep within their wine cellars, not to be used again because the ban was implemented. And they've lasted all that time. And they have endured, and because of those bottles that have been saved in those estate sales, the modern crafters of absinthe have something to go off of. But if there are any other owners of absinthe distilleries that are watching this, I really want you guys to take that into consideration, that if you kind of back off on the anise flavor, please don't. Add a little bit more to it, because that's how you will get closer to a more authentic experience when it comes to absinthe. Man, that just took my breath away. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your support. So guys, what do you think about pre-ban absinthe? Do you still think that it's going to make you trip balls and see green fairies? If you do, get the fuck out of here. Watch some other of my educational videos about absinthe and you'll learn why that's not the case. So guys, there will be some more absinthe reviews coming up soon. I am extremely excited to get into those with you. You have no idea. So, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys later. Bye!